This is the bass. Welcome to another episode of Classic Trance Tips. My name is Roland. I am broadcasting from my spaceship in outer space. I just arrived at the space station, also known as Armada doesn't give a fuck about your demos, but please keep sending them. Anyway, in this episode we're going to be talking about the Ferry Corsten bassline from the 90s. I already made a few videos on how he did it, so this would be part 2 or 3, I don't remember. But in this episode I'm going to show you the exact sound he used. Try and use it if you want, by all means, but try and be original as well. Don't go copy Ferry Corsten now, sound for sound. Just see if you can use this for your own tracks, but be original. This is a loop that I made. I'm not trying to recreate his bass line as such. It's only to showcase the same sound that he used, and therefore the pattern that I made is not gonna sound exactly like his bass lines, but hopefully you can hear that this is the sound that he used. Here we go. This is the bass, and it's coming from the Roland JV1080. Now I renamed this patch Ferry Bass, but I believe it's called Rubber Bass, and it's patch number 38. So unfortunately, because I saved it like a long time ago, I don't have the original patch. But if you have this plugin, then you will be able to find the sound yourself. And you still need to play around a little bit, maybe with the filtering or even with the TVF, the filter settings here. If you don't know how this synth works, it's a little bit complicated at first, but once you understand the idea behind it, then you can better create or manipulate your own sounds as well. But if you go to this patch, then you will be able to hear what I just played for you, minus my own tweaks that I did, so it may not sound exactly the same, but again, you should be able to get the idea. Now, the bass that he would typically do consisted of at least 2 layers, okay? So you would have this bass, which would be the mid layer, and as you can see here, I've low-cutted the bass. In this case, I made a cut about 272 and also dipped a little bit in the middle. But besides this, I also have another layer, and actually I have 2 layers. And let me play them together. That's one layer. Alone it sounds like this. And the third layer is, oh sorry, let me just show you. This is, I didn't do any low cut here, but it's also a more mid sounding bass. So these two complement each other. And if you don't want to add this layer, let's say, you could add only this, and you could go to the filter cutoff and play around with that instead, for example. And I'm sure you can find a lot of uses for this kind of sound. And again, I'm urging you to come up with your own preset, let's say, and make the sound unique if you're going to use it, that is. If you just want to know how he did it, that's fine as well. You can do with what you want with this info, but we need a second layer or a third layer, which would be the low end, and in this case it sounds like this. And this sound comes from one of my presets that I made from my Minordic. And as you might be wondering, what the heck is this? This is my Minordic Red rack module, which is a sampled rack instrument where I have taken all my presets that I've made over the years from my Minordic and turned it into a rack instrument. And I've teased it a little bit earlier in other videos, but now I'm showing you a bit more how you can make these sort of sounds. And it sounds awesome. I'm using it myself, even if I'm in my studio these days. So if you're interested, click the link below, sign up, send me an email, comment Minordic Red, so I know that you are interested in owning this rack module. Once I have more info about it, you will be the first to know. So yeah, that's the sub. And as you can see, this is with a high cut filter on it. Without it, sounds like this. And all together. That's it, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you finally got the answers that you may have been seeking for years. How did Ferry Corsten make this kind of bass line? And remember, Tiësto has similar bass lines in many of his songs. So who came first? I believe it was Ferry Corsten, but they did work together, so who knows? Anyway, please try and be original. With great knowledge comes great responsibility. And I really urge you to be as original as possible. Don't try and be another copycat. Don't try and sound like Ferry Corsten. Be inspired by all means, but come up with your own sound. Even if it has to take you a couple of years, I don't care. Put in the time and effort. Trance is not going anywhere. Classic trance has survived now, or evolved if you want, for years. So take your time, get the skills that you need. And if you want my help, I'm also offering one-on-one now. So click the link below, comment, subscribe, and please support the channel, because this really helps me going forward and create more videos for you guys. So that's it. Until next time, see you later, Trance Gator.